Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie. I'm here with a new entry to our Versus series where we pit heroes and villains against each other and decide who we think would win. This week's battle is between Han Solo and Chewbacca. Make sure to make your choice of winner known by using hashtag Han or hashtag Chewbacca in the comment section down below. And while you're down there, if you want to do us a solid, throw us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And after this, check out our video on Green Goblin versus the Joker. But for now, buckle up, it's time for Han Solo versus Chewbacca. This will be a tough battle because we don't really see a whole lot out of these two in canon, and they're kind of even in a lot of respects. For this battle, Han will have his trusty DL-44 heavy blaster pistol, and of course, Chewie will have his bowcaster. Morals are off, so they're just trying to kill the other guy, and it'll be a random meeting in a hangar. Let's do it. As usual, we'll do a brief summary of the origin of the characters. These will use some non-canon works since Solo: A Star Wars Story hasn't come out yet. Full disclosure, these origins will likely change once the movie comes out. Let's start, as usual, with the first person in the title, Han Solo. Han was born on the planet Corellia and became a thief after being orphaned. He served on the pirate crew of Garrus Shrike before leaving in his teens because, believe it or not, the pirates were jerks to him. He became a smuggler for a while before enlisting in the Imperial Academy as a pilot. He served the Empire well until one fateful day when he was given an order he was unwilling to obey. More on that in a minute. Moving on to Chewbacca. Chewbacca comes from the planet Kashyyyk, which is spelled with 3 Y's. He was a military leader fighting in the Clone Wars before being captured by Trandoshan slavers and sent to Waska. There he met Ahsoka, the Jedi, with whom he escaped, and continued fighting in the Clone Wars before helping Yoda escape in the wake of Order 66. He went on to be enslaved by the Empire alongside the other Wookiees. Enter Han Solo. The pair met on an Empire slave ship while Han was an Imperial pilot. Han had boarded the ship where Wookiee slave children had escaped and was told to skin Chewie alive, who had been found in the pilot's seat. And Han said, "Screw you guys, I'm going home." The pair was taken back and put to work, but they later escaped thanks to the rebels and became kind of a reluctant team after Chewie swore a life debt. However, as they proved themselves to each other in their smuggling adventures, they grew into the greatest bromance of all time. It's a pity they're fighting to the death here. Great, now we know our combatants, so it's time for powers and abilities. These guys aren't superheroes, so they don't really have superpowers, so here we'll focus on their skills and weapons. We'll do it a bit differently this time. I'll compare weapons, intelligence, and physical attributes between the two, and use that to determine who has the advantage. Let's start with the most obvious metric, the weapons. Han Solo sports a DL-44 heavy blaster pistol, as we've seen in the movies. It's more powerful than most other blaster pistols, and shoots a laser bolt powerful enough to pierce stormtrooper armor. Chewie's bowcaster is definitely more powerful, using magnetic acceleration to fire metal quarrels surrounded by plasma energy. It has a slower rate of fire, but hits quite a bit harder than Han's blaster. The bowcaster is also modified with an automatic cocking system, allowing him to fire more quickly. However, even with this improved rate of fire, he can't shoot as frequently as Han, particularly given the recoil on the bowcaster. Now in terms of brains, it's pretty even. Despite their appearance, Wookiees are actually pretty intelligent, roughly the same as humans. They have different forms of intelligence, largely focused on building and engineering, but they're pretty much on par. And Chewbacca seems to be quicker than most. Plus, all this time as a smuggler has given him some wicked street smarts. He's wicked smart. He also fought in the Clone Wars, giving him a whole whack of experience in large firefights. That said, this fight won't be a big war, but a one-on-one tactical battle, which is something both he and Han have a good deal of experience in. On top of that, Han Solo is more used to taking the lead and would be more decisive in his decisions. So I think Han has a slight edge in this category, although this may be selling Chewie a bit short. In terms of physical attributes, there's a clear winner. As a Wookiee, Chewbacca is significantly stronger and tougher than Han. He's able to lift a great deal, withstand strong attacks, and has even shown the fortitude to ignore injuries and poisons in battle. That said, Chewie's durability wouldn't help too much against blaster fire, and his size does make him somewhat less agile. So, to summarize, Chewie's weapon is stronger, but Han's is faster. Chewie is stronger and tougher, but Han is more agile, and the two are pretty darn similar in terms of intelligence, with Han perhaps having a slight advantage in this type of firefight. As you can probably guess, this is an extremely difficult fight to call, but I'll give it my best shot. Let's start the battle. The two catch eyes across a hangar and decide that it's on. As usual, thanks to his quick draw, Han shoots first, whipping out his DL-44 and going for a quick kill. Chewie manages to dodge just in time, and the bolt just grazes him with little effect. Both die for cover, and Chewbacca pulls out his bowcaster. "Come and get it, you hairball!" yells Han. Yells Chewbacca. That was totally me, we didn't dub a clip over that. What? The two take turns firing at each other, but slowly Han's cover begins to give way to the powerful Bowmaster shots. As a last-ditch effort, he pulls out a grenade, knowing that it could well hurt him too. He lobs it over his cover and braces himself, and the grenade explodes. Silence. Han waits, and when he hears nothing, he peeks out of cover and comes face to face with an angry Wookiee, who had seen the grenade in time and was only hit by the edge of the blast. Grimacing but ignoring the pain, Chewie reaches down and rips Han's arms off. there we have it. It seems that once again Chewie will be stuck in a world without Han. Is that too soon? Nah. It does seem that Chewie's physical attributes and powerful weapon would tip the scales, considering the two are fairly similar in terms of shooting ability and tactics. Now, of course, this was an insanely close call and either one of them could have won. I very nearly called it a tie. So let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments section down below using hashtag Han or hashtag Chewbacca. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and let us know any other ideas you have in the comments. Also, make sure to check out our Versus playlist on the channel if you're itching for more battles. Until next time, I'm Ron Mackenzie Lavergy with Top 10 Nerd. Later, nerds.